You know that tiny hesitation before you make a phone call. When your thumb hovers over the call button, your heart beats a little faster and your mind starts whispering, what if they actually pick up? For some people, that moment feels completely normal. But for introverts, it can feel like standing on the edge of something slightly uncomfortable, not dangerous, but emotionally draining. It's not that they don't want to talk. It's that the phone, that simple device, suddenly becomes a stage. There's no script, no time to think, and no space to hide behind silence. Everything is instant, real, unpredictable. So why does making a phone call feel so hard for some people? Let's look at it through both psychology and real life, without judgment, because neither side is right or wrong. Introverts process information deeply. Their brains are wired to reflect, pause, and think before responding. They like conversations with meaning, not pressure. So, when the phone rings, it's not just a sound. It's a sudden demand for instant energy and attention. There's no buffer like a text message where you can read, think, and reply carefully. Psychologically, this triggers what's known as anticipatory anxiety, the mind's way of preparing for an unpredictable interaction. For introverts, unpredictability equals discomfort. They like to feel in control of their words and energy, and a phone call doesn't allow that. And then, there's the emotional part. Phone conversations often skip the small visual cues that help people connect. Facial expressions, body language, eye contact. Without these, introverts may feel unsure if the other person is engaged or irritated, happy or bored. That uncertainty makes them second-guess their tone, their timing, even their choice of words. That's why many introverts prefer texting. It gives space to breathe, to think, to express with clarity. It's not avoidance, it's protection. It's how they maintain emotional balance in a world that often demands instant responses. But let's also see the other side, people who love phone calls. For them, calling feels more human. They hear your voice, your laughter, your pauses, things that texts can't capture. They see phone calls as warm, spontaneous, and real. To them, a quick call is easier than a long message. And they're not wrong either.